Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. This is a casual Sunday video. I'm still in the same hoodie that I wore on Friday, reason being that I'm bulk recording some stuff because I've got other work to do elsewhere, so I've been trying to kind of balance my time as much as possible. I wanted to do a video on Relics, in particular there's loads of videos I need to make on Relics. Tiering of the top tips, best ones to use for X, Y, and Z. Like, I do need to do that, but for the life of me, I keep on saying to myself, like, okay, set up some time, because the problem for me is I have to go, right, do I have 30 minutes to sit down and kind of assign relics to stuff and kind of rank up stuff and then look at where I need to go in order to get more materials and stuff. It's a process for me, and that's I mean, it's for anybody really. If you work two jobs or you work multiple jobs, you do with different things, then it's difficult. It's difficult to find a balance to kind of sit down and kind of like focus on a new element to this game and kind of add it in. And as a lot of you know, like when it comes to like how my process for MCOC is, I might go like, oh, I don't have enough time to do this, or I might moan about something or be critical about something, but I do get on with it. And that's the kind of the thing to kind of like point out. If you don't know about me and you don't know about the channel, then I'm sorry, you obviously haven't been watching properly. But to the point, Relics. I've kind of forgotten Relics. It was kind of weird because I saw like this thread or this kind of vote here, this poll about Relics, and it was it's interesting to see these things where you've got 97 votes, and the question is, it's been force fed to us. I think that's a bit, well, it's up to you whether or not you want to refer to it as force fed. As though, you know, my opinions on Relics are that I find them unusual because they're champion battlecast kind of statuettes. Whereas it would have been better if Relics seemed to have a uniqueness to them in appearance. Like they were, I don't know, a guitar from some sort of character's, guitar. Stormbreaker from Beta Ray Bill. I don't know, a feather from a certain character that has wings, like Angel's wing, like a feather from Angel's wing or something, or just like little things like that, like a chip of a broken bit of Mjolnir or something, or a Mjolnir, like stuff like that, stuff that actually felt like it was fun, unique, or stuff like a jar of symbiote, like a piece of symbiote or something, like live symbiote organism. Things that I kind of thought would be kind of like unique about them. But in any case, like to the point. Anyway, you get to the point. And look, like for some people, it's the assigning of relic, which is important, and just the kind of like whatever kind of extra level of impact that they have. And I do care about relics, especially from what they add. I've been playing about with a Thor one being added to my King group, which is fun. But then a lot of times I kind of think about it and go, did I actually really need this? And again, it goes back to that point of caring. Like, yeah, it's great to have an aptitude buff, and that's fantastic. That adds a bit more to like the damage potential that my my King Groot has. Maybe for the rotation, I go into that stun very quickly, so it allows me to kind of like ping into kind of like more damage, and it's like there, and it's, I guess, a bit fun. But yeah, again, for the life of me, the idea of relics is something that at the moment, prior to me making content on them, thinking about the assigning of them and thinking about them in general, and yeah, okay, a prestige bump, which is going to be very important because I need to bump up my prestige, and that's something on my MCOC jobs list. Does everybody have a jobs list for MCOC? I have. I don't know if other people have. Just to keep me structured with what I'm doing in game. Like, I don't know if I care as much about them. This is why, again, I find this poll particularly interesting. I'll put a link to it in the description down below. And, it's interesting to see what other players are thinking, because it's not just about me, it's about you guys. I'm sure that people do like relics. I'm pretty sure of it. But then, you have to look at it from a critical standpoint and go like, right, well, look, they're in the game. I'm sure we will kind of like assign them, or we'll do stuff with them. The cost of them, I think, is a bit too steep. But yeah, like, what are other people saying about this one? Storm Relic was great until they fixed it. Oh yeah, that was doing all that damage. Really don't like the niche relics we have now, are like the Scarlet Witch ones, offer nothing to the mystics I use. That's a very good point. To the champions I use. Because that's the other thing. Like, how many relics will Kabam produce? Like, Kabam, like, if we look at it this way, Kabam recently said there's 230 plus champions in Marvel Contest of Champions. And of which, what is there? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 relics at the moment. I'd say it's 8 relics. 8 relics. So 8 specific relics. So when I mean specific, I mean like, you know, your Juggernaut, your Winter Soldier, your Vision, your Venom, etc. So there's 8 specific ones. So is that saying like we've got still like 222 more of these relics to come? I guess that's gonna be something we're gonna have to, like, you know, look at. But I think that's a very good point, isn't it? That's been mentioned by several people. And the same thing I'm seeing. The biggest issue I'm having is there isn't any content where I can really feel their impact. Done with story and health pools. Other areas aren't huge. I'm finishing fights before or shortly after filling a blue bar. Yes, I'm finding that as well. The application of these particular champions. Like now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, well, with King Groot being assigned with Thor, like when I'm going into certain areas where relics are allowed, I'm finding that I'm able to kind of like before, like even in Realm of Legends, it's like, well, when you fill the striker bar, I think you only fill it like 2 times or so, and that's with the rank. Is it rank 4? Yeah, rank 4 6-star. So, and the thing is, King Groot isn't like a hugely offensive, offense-orientated champion. But there are others that are going like, okay, well, if there's a high offense-based champion, orientated champion, this is good. Give a good example here, like maybe like Medusa, for example. Medusa's front foot aggressive, possibly that's a good relative shot. Anything with like a debuff that's kind of like really strong, you could say Human Torch. Anything high with debuffs, high with front end damage, especially champions that have access to things like Fury buffs and stuff like that. Then the question is going to be like, how, and also when the champion gets persistent, how are you going to be able to say that a relic is going to mean a difference to you and your champion if it's like fight started, oh, the fight's ended, I've not been able to use my striker, so therefore not able to kind of activate my relic? That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? To kind of say like, right, okay, what's the purpose of this in the scheme of things in different areas? And I guess it's going to be Battlegrounds. Like, Battlegrounds are going to be the next step for me. Like, as soon as I'm ready to get back to Battlegrounds, which probably be next week, I'll have to kind of like see what difference a relic would make. So I'm going to do another video another time where I look to kind of like assign certain relics to certain champions. But the reason I haven't done that video is that I need to kind of like go and say to myself, okay, well, I've got myself a Storm relic. The obvious champion for this to be used against that's going to be really effective is anything that's going to be able to do an unblockable. And the recommendation for this is going to be champions like Bishop Sauron, Havoc, Storm, Pyramid X. Or any mutant that has that unblockable. This is why Colossus is the go-to champion at the moment for this. Even though there's kind of like, not Bunny Ears exploit, well, it's not an exploit, a bug at the moment with the Storm Relic in that it's not effectively operating. It's actually operating with more damage potential, which is going to be nerfed very, very soon. So yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? It's a problem to get to. Is it a good problem or a bad problem? I don't know. I kind of consider this to be a problem at the moment. And that's a problem for me because I'm like, I am looking at the situation and going, right, am I that interested in relics? Am I that invested? But the point, again, to get to is, which we're all at, there's nothing we can do about relics. Kabam have insisted they be part of this game. Debatable if you think that they have any kind of like purpose within the game. And as well, like, as this particular poll suggests, like, whether it's been forced on us, again, that's down to a personal thing. But against the question, does anyone really care about relics? And people going, love it. People go, it's meh. As I said, for me, I'm not at the point of, even though it's been a hard sell for me for relics. And I think that may be just down to a fact that I'm just looking at the game going, did we really need this? And it does go back to a video that I made recently, which I put in at the end of every video. There's like a little kind of like ending screen. and on there it's like chase rewards. Did we really need quite so many chase rewards? I thought that the biggest thing about 2022 ending was tier 6 class catalyst, and then next year was all about 7 stars and ranking up 7 stars, and then it will probably be a new titleage, it will be new elder difficulty, it would be a new Thronebreaker difficulty and a monthly quest to do. So I kind of felt like that was kind of where we were going with like the next level of MCOC. And also Battlegrounds getting to a point where it's actually decent. And I say actually decent in a loose term because what I'm referring to is modders, cheaters, hackers, and Kabam actually doing a decent enough matchmaking system where players can actively enjoy it, which at the moment they cannot. But in any case, what is everyone's thoughts on Relics? Put it in the comment section down below. It'd be interesting to find out from more people, like, are you invested in the subject of Relics, or do you find any, like, I'm not, well, up to you whether you can say, do you care about Relics? Is it something eventually you will get behind the idea of? Are you completely happy with Relics? But as I said, like, for me, I'm very much kind of like, I'm not overly won over by them. I'm still not won over by. I don't think I ever will be. Well, maybe I will be then in time. Maybe they'll be like grounded into my face so much that I'll kind of go like, oh, Relics, we love Relics. But we'll have to see. I don't know, thoughts in the comment section about this. But yeah, as I will be doing, as I said, if you know me, know the channel, I will be doing relic-based content soon. And that'll probably be next week once everything calms down for the other job that I do. So I need to kind of try and get some extra time. And also got a couple of Christmas meals that I'm going to be attending. So busy. But I do plan to do relics-based content. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of where everyone's at with thought process. And it was weird to see a thread that kind of matched where I'm at the moment with it. When it comes to like, do I care about them at the moment? But in any case, thanks for watching. Check out some other content located on screen. And I'll see you all very soon. Much love. Goodbye for now.